section, we'll be doing what we call a flower bead. Flower bead consists of basically a base, a round bead with dots on it. Yeah, that sounds like So what I'm doing now is heating up the glass so I can get a little blob of glass. And I add it onto what we call a mandrel. And that's how we start our bead today. As you can see, when the glass starts to get hot, it starts to drop. So as it drops, one thing I have to do is just flip it over to the next side. If it drops again, just constantly keep flipping it. Basically, it just turns into a normal rotation. Now, before you add the glass, you have to make sure that the mandrel is actually glowing red. Because if it's not glowing, or if it's not hot, the glass won't stick onto the mandrel. So what I'm going to do now is bring the mandrel out of the fire. Bring my glass out, tap the mandrel, just gradually pull back, use my left hand to turn the mandrel. Come back into the flame. Just let it right off. So now what I'm going to let this do is just heat up into your basic round bead, and then we just go on to the next step of making the flower bead. The tools we'll be using today, the paddle and our rake. Oh, and our stranger. Once we get this bead into the shape that we want to get it into, just bring it up, let it cool off a little. Because you don't want to add the stringer, the dots, while this bead is still hot. So just let it gradually cool off. Now your next step, you bring the bead out in front of you. You just heat the string up, the very tip of it. You basically want to get them in like line the dots up into like a triangular shape. Add them on. Basic flower bead always consists of basically 3 flowers on one bead. As you can see, I got 3 dots in the shape of a triangle. Now, I don't want to heat those dots up yet. I want to add 2 more sets. I do it, just turn the bead over, start another set. Basically, I have 3 sets of dots on you now. So what I'm going to do is let these dots actually fuse onto the round bead itself. As you can see, the dots are merged in with the piece. Kind of looks like nothing right now, but once I use my rake, add my little holes in the middle of the dots, and it actually makes a flower. So what you want to do is heat one side up at a time. So you take 1 row of flowers, dots, heat it up, get your rake, and just tap a hole like right in the middle of it. You do that to each one. Once you do that, you can either use your tweezers, basically straighten the bead out itself. Because once you put the dots in, you kind of morph the bead itself, so use Just use your tweezers to straighten it back out. Don't squeeze too hard, just squeeze gradually, and then straighten the bead back out. Now the trick to this, you want to use clear glass, or the actual color that you use for the base bead. You basically encase the dots with the color. So now as you're heating this glass up, you pull this one up to the top because you don't want it to heat up. If you heat up too much, then the hole that you put in between each of the dots to make the flower will actually melt. And you will have to put the hole back inside of it. So depending on the dots, the size of the dots and the bead itself, you kind of know how much glass to encase the bead with the dots. You don't want to encase it too much if it's a small bead. In my case, it's a small bead, so I'm only using a little bit of glass. Now bring this out, let it cool off a little bit. Come on top of it. Dab. Pull out. Kind of do like a circular rotation. Come back under. Just melt the glass right off. All the extra glass you don't want to melt on there, just makes it look ugly. What you do is you do that again to the rest of the other two sets. Last one. You finish and you just put your rod back down. Basically, once you get finished encasing the bead, then you're basically done. All you have to do is just melt this glass on and let it merge with the bead, and you finish. As you can see, I'm not turning it too fast or too slow. I'm just in between. You don't want to turn it too fast. You turn it too fast, the bead will actually fall off sooner. You turn it too slow, it'll start to drop. So you want to be like right in between. So once you heat it up to go back into a round bead, you can use the same trick we used in the beginning. We kind of put the holes inside the dots to make the flower, but then we use this to straighten it afterwards. Kind of use this to squeeze on it gradually. Just bring this up, let it cool off, and finish. It's kind of hard to see it. I should have encased it with clear.